It all started by making $8.50 an hour to building a career that completely changed my future. And it all started because of the car scene. If you're watching this video right now and you feel stuck, unsure what you want to do with your career, this video is for you. What's up everybody, my name is Eddie, and when I look back at my life so far, most of my working success, everything I've built, came from the automotive world. Alright, before I make this video, let's get some coffee first and then we'll talk.
Hello, welcome to McDonald's Mobile App today.
No thank you.
Can I serve you?
Can I get a large dark coffee please?
A large what?
Large coffee, hot coffee.
Any cream, any sugar?
One cream and no sugar.
Alright.
That'll be all.
Go ahead and pull forward, 185.
Thank you.
Large coffee, one creamer?
Yes, please.
185.
Thank you. Yep.
Receipt?
No, thank you. You too. Take care. Hello. Thank you. You too. Oh, this is cool. Look at the cup. It's like Grinch. All right, let's taste this coffee. Oh man, that is good. Yo, McDonald's coffee be hidden. Shout out to McDonald's. Your coffee is really good. For the price and the amount that you get, you can't beat this for $2. Oh, yep. I don't think it'll spill, but this right here is what a good day off is. Driving around and drinking some coffee. Gosh. I think I found the prognosis. My car door has rod knock. What is going on everybody? Hope everyone is having a good new year. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience with my career path. I'm going to explain to you guys my journey on how the car scene completely changed my life. This is going to be a little bit of motivation to myself, and hopefully others can take some value out of this. I went from making $8.50 an hour to building a career that completely changed my future, and it all started because of the car scene. Yes, the Subi. And back then while I was going to college, I definitely didn't think cars would save my future and provide me with a good career. I do live in the United States, and you know, making a living out here, especially where I live, is extremely difficult. A lot of people rely on multiple sources of income just to make ends meet. So I want to rewind for a second and tell you how this really began. Like a lot of people after high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. Honestly, my biggest goal at the time was just to finally make some money, right? Like most people. My first job was at a large retail store. I worked as a seasonal cashier during the holidays. So when the holiday season ended, I ended up not sticking around. And I actually think I quit like a week before Christmas, somewhere around there. I don't think I stayed for the full term. A few weeks later, I found another job as a dishwasher. I was making 50 cents more an hour, and that job taught me something very important really early on. And earning money isn't easy. So one of my uncles, super thankful for this, is he was able to get me a job at a local car dealership, and without realizing it at the time, that job is what got my foot in the door in the business. I started working as an automotive detailer, porter, basically like a lot attendant, pulling up cars, delivering cars to customers, sometimes even doing shuttles. It was a good job while I had it, but it was enough to support myself. Looking back now, the amount of opportunity in the automotive industry is insane. But back then, I didn't realize it until I got older. I would say pursue something that you're extremely passionate about as a career choice. If you're a car person, maybe be a technician, be somewhere in the service industry, be in sales. There's so many opportunities. You can be a detailer. If you own your own detail business, you can make a ton of money and you can make a great living for yourself. In manufacturing, there's just so many career paths that you can do. And design, the opportunity you know, I just don't want you guys to ignore that. These cows have been mooing all this time. That's so funny. I got the cows out there in the background mooing, so if you're hearing those noises, that's where they're coming from. Hey! Chicho! They're over there doing their own thing. All right, so here's the sacrifice that I had to make to get the Subi. I was always a car guy, especially in the JDMs. I really wanted a Subaru and was inspired by watching old rally videos, and who doesn't like the Subi Rumble? I mean, like, come on, it's like one of the best sounding engines of all time. I realized something had to change, so I made my sacrifice and I sold all of my shoes. I used to collect SBs, Jordans, was inspired by my cousins, and I got rid of everything, all of it. I was able to save up about $10,000, a little bit over $10,000 in addition to whatever I had saved. So I put down a decent car down payment and then financed the rest. What I didn't realize back then was that I was also building connections, networking with people, right? Networking isn't just about handing out business cards or making a LinkedIn. For me, it was, you know, making friendships, sharing passions, which was, you know, the car scene, going to car meets and making car friends, right? Showing up consistently to this event, that event, right? Or talking about cars to your coworkers. That was networking. That right there, making connections, is how I was able to make a career change for myself. So after some time, I was working as an inventory manager at another car dealership. I worked there for about 5 years until the business eventually closed. By that point, I had finished my associate's degree in psychology, but I still didn't have a clear direction of what I wanted to do. You know, I thought about transferring to a 4-year college, but to me, it just didn't make sense to transfer and spend all that money if I didn't have a set career, you know, career path. Trying to figure out my career move, right? I felt lost, felt behind, felt a lot of pressure. Then one day I get a call from a friend and former coworker that there was an opening at his job for a service related position. It was something that I've never done before, but it was in the industry, so I took the chance. I started off as a trainee, earning $18 an hour. This was before COVID, so at this point I've never made this much money, and I was in unemployment, so to me that was decent money. But at the same time, you know, my wife was pregnant and I just knew that I needed to do better to provide. I took the job. The job wasn't easy. It was a direct customer facing job, high pressure, outside of my comfort zone, especially for someone who never had any direct customer service experience. But this was like the stepping stone for my career. But the growth potential is what kept me going. I had incredible mentorship from my friend, coworker, and boss. For the first time in my life, even though it was stressful, I finally had a job that I enjoyed. I truly enjoyed doing. And then something happened that completely changed on how I saw success. So the year after I dropped out of school, right, I then transitioned to this full-time job. I put school on the side, and then I made my first 6 figures from January to December. Dude, that shocked me. So look, this whole time going to school, right, in community college, this entire time that I went to school in community college, I didn't know what work I was gonna do, what I was gonna do for career. And out here in my area, it's expensive to live, so everyone, you know, you need a career, sometimes even multiple careers to make ends meet. Here's a real lesson for myself, and hopefully others can take some value out of this. But growing up, I always believed success came from one path, and that was going to school, get your degree, get your job, because that's what we're told at such an early age. I learned, at least for me, that isn't always true. This service related position taught me more about business, psychology than any other class that I ever took. If I would do it again, I wish I would have started sooner, like early 20s. And if not in this field, trade school would have been probably my next move. Maybe one day, if an opportunity requires it, I'll go back to school and finish off my, 4-year degree, but we'll see. So that's why I say that the automotive industry saved my life. At my lowest point, it gave me opportunity. When I was lost, through the car culture, it gave me networking. I met people who opened up doors, and those doors eventually turned into a career. Let me know what you guys think of these style of videos, if you prefer them over the ultra cinematic videos that I used to make. To me, I feel like it's easier and it's more authentic if I just talk to the camera, right? And have an open dialogues. I do want to let you guys know that I do read every comment, so we are open for discussion. If you guys want to share your story too in the comments, or maybe make a video, and then it'd be interesting to watch other videos in similar topics to see what how the overall, you know, community is doing. So if you got something out of this video, I'd really appreciate you subscribing. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.